I know that it ain't promised, but I know I keep on grinding, and my dream gon' start aligning. And I won't stop cause I'm on my way. I just gotta keep on grinding, then it's gon' come with perfect timing, and in the end I'ma be shining. And I won't quit cause I'm on my way, yeah. And I know my day finna come, so I'm just timing it out. I just keep my head up and I'm just grinding it out. I know what I'm about, but really they just finding it out. What come with the rain, the same thing gon' come with the drought. I'm playing the game, no sleep, it got me twisting and turning. I'm living, I'm learning, feel like I've been preaching a sermon. And I thank God, yeah, cause he ain't leave me in the dark, yeah. I stay far from them, I don't know what they intentions is. I'm really trying to boss up on this move, so it take discipline.
Hey fam, shalom, happy Thursday. It's a late game tonight, 8 p.m. start. I hope you guys are all doing well. I greet you all in shalom. So yeah, let's go open up in prayer, then we can get started. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, thank you for the ability to host these streams and to be able to bring everyone here together. We just pray for our LSU women's basketball team. May we stay connected, keep moving, keep having fun, and may we leave with the win. And we also pray against any injuries on both sides. In Jesus' mighty name, we do pray. And we all say super, super big. Amen and amen, amen. So the game is started. I'm going to go ahead and get it pulled up. The game is starting. I'm going to go ahead and get it pulled up, and I hope you guys are all well.
Oklahoma on Sunday added 3.
And Texas A&M, Coach Joni Taylor, Flau'jae Johnson coming off a big game. Janae Kent is one of the – y'all should be able to see her on that main screen. She's right there. She was a part of that #1 recruiting class that we had with Michaela Williams, Aaliyah Del Rosario, Janae Kent. Can't remember who else off the top of my head, but she went to Texas A&M about 2 years ago, and she's still there. So here we go. Y'all saw KG? Wait, you saw KG? I haven't heard or anything, but we are still praying for her, of course. If you just saw her, Reese, I'll be on the lookout. Let me turn this sound on.
Senior from Baltimore will lead Texas A&M onto the court, and you can see number 32 coming onto the court as well. There is
that's the
Lauren
name,
Ware, which is good news for the Aggies. We don't know how much she's going to be able to do here today. She was very limited in shoot-around. She's been battling knee problems throughout her entire career, but taking on LSU, trying to give a few minutes here to the Aggies.
Well, she anchors the defense, but she's also a second point guard for them on the offensive end. A veteran player that can take some pressure off of Nye Pryor.
Here we go, y'all. Tip.
That's John A. will jump center against Grace Knox, and we are underway here at Reed Arena. LSU wins the opening tip, and Michaela Williams feeds it inside. Kick back outside. Jada Richard has been on a roll, coming off a career-high 21 against Oklahoma. She had just one turnover against the Sooners. She has a turnover here in the opening seconds against Texas A&M. Starting 5 for A&M. We talked about Pryor. We talked about Ware. We've talked Peen Steenbergen, number 7 on the floor for the Aggies. Here's Lamaya Hilton. Three-pointer on the way from Steenbergen. Batted into the hands of Pryor.
And Nye Pryor with a ton of it. Rebound, put back. Aggies down 1.
I was just going to say, that was Janae she was getting into it with, because I didn't really see who the player was.
It's really an exciting time to be a geneticist. Ultimately, we'll be able to understand.
We need more rebounds, so let's do Grace and Sakai tonight. Let's see.
the third game in a row for Texas A&M against a top 10 team. Vanderbilt, Texas, and now LSU 3 in a row. So it's a weather analogy that Joni used to explain what her team is experiencing right now.
When I first started driving, one of the things my parents taught me was when it's raining really hard and you get caught in a thunderstorm, don't pull over. Don't pull over. Because if you get pulled over, the rain cloud will just sit on top of you and you'll just be sitting in it. And then the second thing they taught me was when it's raining so hard that even when the windshield wipers are going on and you can't see what's in front of you, find the white line. Find the white line and focus on the white line. Because if your car is on the left side of the white line, that means you're still holding it in the road.
Now, of course, Joni's from the South, so she wasn't told about driving in blizzards, driving in ice storms, the stuff that we're all going to be dealing with here over the next several days. But you were really taken with almost how philosophical she was in her media session this week, just trying to keep things in perspective for this team.
And she said this started before games even began this year, that she was just real with her team about what the SEC gauntlet would look like, because she didn't want her team to be surprised at a record. And she said because of that, they've stayed focused and had energy in each practice.
The double fouls on LSU 1 and White 20 have been upgraded to flagrant ones on both players. The play will be resumed at the point of interruption. Texas A&M bringing the ball up the floor.
Okay, so during the timeout and conversation there, they went to the monitor, and as you heard Joe Vasili say, they upgraded to flagrant ones.
Well, my lady just got in the
exchange.
game. What happened?
You see
Get off her arm.
Joyner just tied up.
She was telling,
And a flagrant one,
you're
unnecessary,
not
hard,
like
or
that.
excessive. And the
No, that
officials
was
getting on the
hilarious.
players here
Mike,
immediately
you're
to
not
keep this thing
wrong.
clean.
Stand on
The arms
business.
swing a little
If
bit,
they
a little
turn into
contact,
anything
so
like that,
that's the reason
let
for the
them know
upgrade.
they're not.
So the Tigers, after the cool start, are hot from beyond the arc. 4 for 10 in the first quarter. Three-point shot is not a big part of what they do. They do not take a lot of threes, but if presented with the zone, they're going to fire those threes.
Well, coming in tonight, they averaged just over 5 a game, already with the 4. And the reason they get so many looks is because teams try to pack it in. A&M going to the 2-3 matchup, trying to force LSU to beat them from the outside. And credit LSU, they're knocking down the outside shot.
LSU makes on average 5 threes a game, which is 11th in the SEC. Percentage-wise, they're number 2 at 38%, but they just don't take a lot.
LSU coming out and extending some full court.
Hilton on the fly pattern, can't finish it. And LSU has it with the shot clock off. Down to 10. Richard. Right to Kim Mulkey, and that is not the person you want to feed with a pass.
And if I'm Richard, I'm talking to her teammate too, because I don't want to look over at my head coach right now.
That is that's not what
Jada, don't throw the ball
ball
away. Marky, she got you, Queen.
2 seconds. A&M prior has it blocked by Coble. Good job defensively by LSU to close out that final possession for Texas A&M. LSU on top by 9 after 1 in College Station.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment
You gon' call your baby boo. You let him play with you. Don't got a job and need your cash up and got a baby too. And don't pay bills and drop you up at work. You let him stay with you. I ain't judging, but you ain't watch baby boy. Like, is you crazy for? So my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. All my windows tinted. If you wanna talk, but ain't no commas. I don't speak a sentence. I don't like the media or the drama. It don't mix with business. I'm the hardest to rap about sex, so it ain't registered. I don't get it. I took my team to NOLA. We was lit inside the master. Say you go to LSU, gon' graduate and get a master. Man, I'm way too lit and rich. I might just get it after. I'm in college trying to get a dub. The NBA come after. I'm a boss. I'm tripping and flipping the hundreds.
All right, y'all. I would say officially upset watch in the SEC. Number 2, South Carolina is on upset watch, 73-67 with 3 minutes remaining. I'll keep you updated. No jinx.
Kentucky losing by 2 in Knoxville today. Then it's 16th ranked Oklahoma trying to pull the upset over South Carolina tonight. They'll take on Auburn, and then it's Texas and Arkansas in Fayetteville. You can also catch it all on the ESPN app. Some of the headlines in the SEC. Oklahoma, losers of 3 straight, but at the moment they are on top by 2 in the final minutes of the fourth quarter in Norman.
Oklahoma, don't
wins
make
again,
us
Christy,
mad.
20-0, 6-0 in the SEC. They beat Michigan on Monday. They take care of Auburn today.
Michaela Blake's is special, but I think this Vanderbilt team as a whole is extremely just special. Shaeeta and her staff continue to get more and more out of this team. It should be a great game on Sunday against South Carolina.
They'll be on ESPN. Matchup of top 5 teams coming up on Sunday. Second quarter underway here at Reed Arena with LSU on top 21-12 after 1. And an offensive foul is going to be whistled on Celeste Blow.
With a dribble drive there, they had the double gap for Blow to get downhill, going to the right. It was just read perfectly by Richard. Gets there plenty of time. Blow was just trying and so intent on getting to the rim.
Koval tries it from the outside. That won't drop. Johnson on the boards.
I think that's a shot that A&M will give LSU all day long. 1, make Koval make it from the outside, but 2, pulls a rebounder away from the glass. The key, though, is that A&M's got to pull it in.
LSU currently +6 in rebounding margin as we play the opening minute of the second quarter. Wiley kicks it to Hines. Spins out. Another rebound and a chance at the free throw line coming for Zakiya Johnson.
Zakiya Johnson's just an issue on the glass because she's such an explosive leaper. She tracks balls extremely well. There's a lot of talk about Knox when it comes to the freshman of LSU, but Johnson's one of my favorites for the Tigers.
Vanessa Seydoux comes on for Texas A&M as Johnson gets her first point of the game. 3 points in 18 minutes in that Oklahoma win on Sunday. LSU fell behind by 9 early, but they ended up outscoring the Sooners in each quarter. Kim Mulkey said pregame, we were so good. There were very few things that she could find fault with that game, following up that Texas win for the 6th-ranked Tigers.
Well, she was really pleased with the defense. She thought they played great defense on Chavez as well as Beers, 2 of the better players in the league.
In front of a sellout crowd at Lloyd Noble, first sellout in 17 years. Battle for the loose ball, tie up. Possession arrow will keep it with Texas A&M with 10 to shoot. There comes Michaela Williams back into the game. Flau'jae Johnson coming on as well. Wiley heads off. Hines checking out as well. Here comes Grace Knox. And Zakiya Johnson will head out. Both coaches have players coming and going off the bench. Seemingly at every dead ball.
Plus 10 for Wiley as well as Zakiya Johnson while they were in. What does that mean? Is that when they were on the court, they extended this LSU lead by 10.
And it's nothing new for the LSU bench to contribute in a game. They lead Division I in bench scoring, just under 43 points a game on average. Shot clock reads 8. I think it was 10 on the tie-up. So they're probably going to put 2 seconds on the shot clock. He said with authority, with confidence that's waning a little bit. They put 9:04 on the game clock. It was 10 on the shot clock.
There you go.
Hey!
A&M has got to set good screens to help one another get open against this LSU defense.
Pryor working against Richard, who's an excellent defender. Richard got a hand in there. They call a tie-up with 1.1 on the shot clock. Possession arrow, LSU.
Bob Starkey, associate head coach for LSU, one of the top defensive minds in women's basketball, and he just had the grin on his face when he was talking about Jada Richard's game, not only as a point guard, but he said as a defensive player. He said she texts me late at night when she's watching film asking about this or that. She's truly become a student of the game and extension of this coaching staff.
Oh, beautiful dish.
There, she sets the table so well for the Tigers.
Ware played 6 minutes in the first quarter. On the floor now for the Aggies. 13-2 burst here by LSU to go up by 13. Oh, John A. tried to spin around Grace Knox, who was standing her ground. Last touched by LSU. 8 to shoot. Maya Joyner back on for the Tigers.
They like to screen John A. back to the weak side for that lob. Well defended by LSU.
Kent lost the handle, picked up by Richard. Numbers for LSU. She'll pull up and get the roll. Sophomore had a career high 21 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover against Oklahoma. Her previous career high was 14. I'll tell you how locked in she was. Kim Mulkey raved about the shooter she is. We just haven't seen her take a lot of shots. And when you play on a team with Michaela Williams and Flau'jae Johnson and Mylasia Full-Wiley, Lauren Ware on the baseline. Williams with the rebound. LSU on the run. Full-Wiley drops it off to Flau'jae. That's going to be an offensive foul. Cheney Spencer taking the contact. It'll be Texas A&M ball when we come back to Reed Arena.
Mylasia Full-Wiley started this game, knocking them down from deep. Now
How much time left? 3 minutes, 53 seconds left. I'm seeing 78, Oklahoma 75. I don't have the game on. I'm just looking at the score on my phone. So this must be wrong what I have. Y'all tell me, and I'll just read the chat. Is this the – no, we've seen other overtime. Did y'all see Kentucky lost today? Tennessee is undefeated in the SEC. Don't look yet, but Tennessee is undefeated. Baby Kim over there coaching, huh? $85-77. Okay. Century gave us the current score. Oklahoma up by woo. This is in South Carolina, though. South Carolina don't lose at home. South Carolina having lost the SEC home game in how long? Whew. Just mind our business. Shabazz going off. All right. If Aaliyah does this in her freshman year, I don't know. We may have to give her some points, child. If Aaliyah can get it done in her freshman year, go into South Carolina and win, baby, she's getting freshman of the year points just because of that. 87-77. Oh, that's it. They're up by 10. That's it. Wow, South Carolina at home. versus the Freshie. They're in Norman. Oh, okay. They're playing in Oklahoma. I thought this was the CLA. I'm not watching the game right now.
I know who my true friend, singular, is.
Right here.
Yes, our eyes have been on that Oklahoma-South Carolina game, especially with that showdown coming up between South Carolina and Vandy. But right now, Oklahoma in control in OT by 10. They'll get you caught up to date at halftime at what happened at Lloyd Noble between the Sooners and the Gamecocks.
This is going to be a
LSU
real
has
easy
stretched
game
out to
for
an
us.
18-point lead. What stood out to you about the Tigers here against the Aggies?
They've picked up the defense, a number of just picks leading out to easy scores. And the second piece of that is just they are really starting to dominate the offensive glass.
Jabez just got
offensive rebounds
clutch
for
mode.
LSU.
I can't wait to watch.
That was one thing I talked to Kim Mulkey about
Happy
today
for
was like
them.
first SEC game
He
against
did.
Kentucky.
He did.
He got beat on the glass. They
Went
had a
off in
number of second chance
overtime.
opportunities.
All right.
And the
I
second
respect
half of
it.
the
Hooper
SEC series
School,
against Vanderbilt,
ball
they
is
turned the ball
ball.
over a number of times.
I'm happy for
So I said
them.
to her, I said, to me, it's just a possessions game for your
I
team
can't wait
because
to
you
watch the
are
highlights,
shooting the ball
though.
extremely
I
well,
might have to pull
53%
up
of the
that half
season.
just to
She said, absolutely. If we take care of the ball or if we just have almost equal number of possessions, we're in great shape.
Johnny is going to get called for the travel. So another turnover. That's number 12 for Texas A&M. Zakiah Johnson back on for LSU as Emily Joyner goes to the bench.
And this has been an issue for A&M all season long. You have Pryor with 4 points. You have John A. with 9. That's 13 of the 15 points for A&M. Who else can help and add to the scoring column for the Aggies?
Well, we were wondering that today. Who's your third scorer? And Joni Taylor was pretty direct, saying it's by committee. And she named 4 players, all wing players, saying, I need those 4 players together to come up as our third scoring option. That's what the hunt is now for Taylor's team.
She said between Blow, Kent, Webster, and Hilton, she goes, ideally we need 14 to 16 points from these young ladies just to help with the offensive production.
Kent got that early too, but it's been Pryor and John A. since then. Haven't been a lot of opportunities for Texas A&M. 1 for 4 from the field here in this quarter. Full Wiley, wide open look for 3. LSU keeps trying from deep. They've missed their last 6 3-point attempts, however. Now 4 for 16 on the game. Hard fall by Pryor, and Full Wiley gets called for the foul. Hines gets called for the foul. Pryor hit hard, and you just get concerned. You just hope that part of that contact on the floor isn't her head hitting the floor.
But any of the games I've watched of A&M, this young lady is just fearless. She puts her head down, just tries to create offense for Texas A&M. Just a sigh of relief from these fans here when she got up off the ground.
Pryor is listed at 5'3".
That was confirmed. I asked today.
It looks accurate. I was going to call into question if there was something more than that, but 5'3". She leads the team in free throws made and free throws attempted. Not afraid to take it to the basket and look for contact.
LSU getting that ball to the middle against the full court pressure.
Hasn't been perfect for LSU. They've turned it over 8 times. Another tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on LSU's end.
Heads up play by Texas A&M. When she was on the ground, throws it up, was Webster. They're very lucky that Johnson wasn't able to gather that and put it back in herself.
Richard. 1 for 16 in SEC play from beyond the arc, heading into play tonight. Richard with the look away. Good job by Johnny on the block on Koval. Hines the rebound. 2:20 to go in the first half. For Wiley, tiptoes, gets the basket. The contact and a chance for a
one.
What LSU's doing it from deep. They're attacking the zone, and how they're doing is they're forcing.
Johnny. 2 to go in the first half.
The way LSU's shooting gaps, Texas A&M must step to the passes.
Pryor with 5 on the shot clock, waiting for the screen. The veteran goes to work. Deep 2 on the way. Johnny tried to keep it alive, and she did to Webster. But then knocked away in a turnover. Here's full Wiley, 1 on 2. She loves the degree of difficulty.
LSU's getting in this mode right now defensively where they're looking for steals. They're looking to shoot the gaps. They're looking just to frustrate A&M into mistakes.
And they're getting 8 steals in the first half already for the Tigers. Megan Yarnovich will come on for the first time for LSU. Here's Emerald Parker.
Eat, Meg. Yes, Divine.
Divine Burridge in as well for LSU.
The key for A&M not to rush through these screens. They need to create advantage by setting one another up with solid screens.
Burridge defending Pryor, 10 on the shot clock. Pryor with the kick to the corner, Hilton. Hilton shut off by Johnson. Rebound for Flaugier. Burridge goes the long way, knocked away, fight for it. Last touch by Texas A&M, it'll be LSU ball. With 52 seconds to go before halftime. A reminder, we'll get you to the studio. Looks like Oklahoma pulling away from South Carolina in overtime. So the Sooners bouncing back after the loss at home to LSU to knock off the Gamecocks.
I said it before SEC play began, and now again, no one's going to go through this undefeated. It's just too good of a league.
Pryor with the steal. I thought for a moment there she was just going to do it herself, but she was waiting to the last second to make the dish. Her second assist. Webster gets the bucket.
Well, I'm going to give Pryor the assist. She's actually at the 3 assists now.
Now a steal for A&M, and Pryor catches it, gets the contact, and we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, Joni Taylor said, we want to play with pace in transition. I thought maybe they might pull it out and try to get the last shot of the half, but they were advantageous. Now get to the free throw line.
Anita Franchini will come on for the Aggies here in the final seconds of the half as Johnny will check out. 9 points on 4, 6 shooting, 3 rebounds for Fabs, who does have 2 personal fouls. Prior to the line. Jim Mulkey's team 3-2 in the SEC, winners of 3 straight. Yarnovich with the rebound, somehow muscled over to Richard, who wants to hold for a final shot.
They usually have to go 1-4 low and look for Wiley. Just go to work here. A&M staying in the 2-3 matchup.
Back out to Williams, been a great facilitator in the first half. Good feed inside, Yarnovich couldn't hold on to it. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Full Wiley, the scoring leader with 16. Michaela Williams with 7 assists to pace LSU on top by 19 at the break here in College Station. 20 for the crew to get to at halftime. Alyssa, take it away.
Thanks, guys, as we welcome you into our studio for the SEC Halftime Report. Mike Neighbors, Nell Fortner, Alyssa Lang here with you. We will get to South Carolina, Oklahoma in just a moment. This one just came to an end, and if you haven't seen it, stick around. We'll show it to you. But let's talk about the first half. Bylasia Full-Wiley leading the charge for LSU.
Yeah, doing a really nice job. 6 of 9 from the field. And what's really surprising, too, is Michaela Williams. You're expecting to see her score a lot of points. 0 points, but 7 assists. So she still contributes. But Full-Wiley's doing the deal offensively.
What's the math on how many times y'all show somebody in the warm-up and they go out and they do what they just did?
I know, right?
It's got with their schedules. Taking a little bit of time, you're starting to see it.
Yeah, 23 of LSU's 41 points coming from the bench so far in that first half. We'll get you back out to Aggie Land coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, let's head to Norman, where this one gave us everything we wanted. Number 2, South Carolina on the road. Fourth quarter, 18 seconds overtime, and I believe you guys predicted that would happen about 7 minutes before it actually happened.
See it coming.
Oklahoma gets the win.
No,
94-82 in overtime over number 2 South Carolina. Just when we were starting to ask some questions about who Oklahoma really was after they got beat up by LSU on Sunday in their home gym, they come back and they beat the Gamecocks. What did you learn about this team tonight?
That they're super tough and that Jenny has them, Baranchik has them really loaded and focused. Yeah. You cannot lose your focus. You're going to lose games. It happens. That schedule was brutal. But for them to come back and beat the number 2 team in the country on the 4th game, I mean, that's impressive.
And it's so hard when you are the underdog and the game goes to overtime.
Yeah.
You fought, you've had the lead, and you lose it there at the end. You feel like you've lost that momentum. But that defensive stop, trapping that ball screen, getting the turnover, and then in overtime, it was not even really close.
Yeah.
That's hard to do, and it speaks to what you just said, Mel. Obviously, the stories they're telling each other, the talks they're having in between that tough stretch, it's the right things. And listening to Jenny, they're fired up.
Yeah, I was going to say an impassioned Jenny Baranchik after the game. We could hear her talking to the team, saying, we're back, we're going to do this together. And if this isn't a shot in the arm for this team moving forward, I don't know what is. Quickly on South Carolina, and we'll talk more about this game later. There was one point in the fourth quarter where they missed 11 straight shots. We've seen some offensive issues from the South Carolina team this season.
Yeah, where's it going to come from?
Yeah.
Where are you looking? Are you going to go inside? Are you going to go to Latson? Are you going to go to Edwards? And sometimes when you have that many weapons, it's hard to decide and hard to know where it's going to come.
But a lot of those missed shots were off of offensive rebounds. They were missing, getting it back. The bunnies, just offensive rebounds, misses. Those can get cleaned up. You can really work to finish better than that. So South Carolina, I'm sure they're going to go back and just look at this film and learn the lesson.
Yeah,
learn it.
Only 2 teams now left undefeated in conference play, both coming from the state of Tennessee. Vanderbilt.
Every specialty pizza is just.
Well, they did what Mulkey said do. When you lose a game that you were supposed to win, you have to go win some games that you were supposed to lose. So good for Oklahoma bouncing back at home, beating the number 2 team in the country. That's a good win for their resume. Yeah. And that's fire for Aaliyah Chavez. 15 points in overtime. That's clutch mode. Mode. So happy for her. I don't want revenge towards South Carolina to play us, baby. It was always gonna be that. It's always a little extra anything when we play. You know what I mean?
I call your phone. Are you alone? You are my home. I need to know why that you on. I do not know. Yeah. If you ever called and I'm on the way, whenever I slide, I know that I'm safe, so I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Yeah. My favorite part that I overplay. Your heart is my home that I overstay, man. I overstay. You put me first, I think we gon' last. You drive me insane, I hope we don't crash, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay, ay, ay. But it kinda hurt and it's getting worse. It kinda feel like a gift and a curse, but I don't complain. I need you to stay. Look, you ain't gotta take me sad fifth shopping. The tags ain't popping. I had that off in the bags I'm coughing. I'm tryna vibe, but the jab ain't locking. Kinda heard about your past, I ain't out. You want me to slide, do the dash still. Wanna chill, you can crash here. I won't cry, that's my last tear. You want the same thing as last year. I'm on the way, I'm the one that you can call. Stay by my side, I risk it all. I'll be there in 5. Can't take it all. You by my side, how can I fall? If you ever call, then I'm on the way. Whenever I slide, I know that I'm safe, so I'm on the way. I'm on the way, yeah. My favorite part that I.
So who do y'all think is going to get moved into the number 2 spot now? UCLA? If Vandy wins versus South Carolina this week, Vandy may take number 2, number 3. But good win for Oklahoma for sure.
Taylor, hey,
Can
you're
y'all
gonna
hear now?
force
My bad.
LSU
Can y'all
into
hear now?
11 first half turnovers. I think she would have taken it. The problem is only 4 points off of that. They have to be more opportunistic if they're going to get back in this game.
Sean A takes it right at Joyner, comes up short on the bid, and the rebound.
Okay, my bad,
for the
y'all.
Tigers. Now plus 11 in rebounding margin. Johnson can't get it. Joyner.
That area to make it easy offensive rebound putback.
Pryor can't spin it in, but she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Pryor 6 points in the first half. Christy 4 rebounds and 3 assists. A chance to add to it coming up here.
LSU wanted to force Pryor to go left. They've been trying to sit on that right hand. They have had no success. She is just that explosive off the bounce.
7 points tonight. 2010 in her career. 3 years at Sacred Hearts. Season now in the SEC with the Aggies. And you can see that 2,500, 400 Steel Club. Some pretty good company for Nye Pryor.
And Dawn Staley, Aleda Beard, Shanice Johnson, Shaq Hill, this triple-double herself. I am beyond impressed with Pryor's game.
Johnson couldn't get it to drop. It was last touched by the Aggies. A good pass by Michaela Williams, who did not score in the first half, but as we mentioned right before leaving Reed Arena, those 7 assists.
I mean, it's her versatility. We've seen her play positions 1 through 4. Gives the Tigers just a lot of options on offense.
Can't get anything to drop right now, though. She's 0 for 5 from the field. Pryor with the blow-by.
Back to the 2-3 matchup.
Ware's going to get called for the foul. Just joining us, Lauren Ware. Flauget threads the needle, but Ware got back there to knock it away for the Aggies.
It's just the little things Lauren Ware does for Texas A&M. Doesn't give up on the play, runs down the floor, gets that tip out of bounds.
Flauget launches a three. Great positioning on the inside. The putback and one. Amaya Joyner, a chance for a three-point play.
Already 2 offensive rebounds for Joyner. You just see her positioning herself on the weak side so strong. And once she grabs, that ball is going up. One of the top offensive rebounders for LSU, averaging just under 3 a game.
Didn't score against Oklahoma. Has 7 on the board here tonight against Texas A&M. Just played 6 minutes against the Sooners.
LSU's got depth, and they've got a lot of different types of post players, and one of them can struggle, as Joyner did it against Oklahoma. Others will step up.
Ware rolls to the basket and was fouled. I think Knox is the one who gets called for the foul.
So just a little screen and roll between Ware and Pryor. And I think Ware was actually shocked. She was so wide open. I think she was expecting rotation sooner. Otherwise, she had an easy run to the rim.
It's been a long career for Lauren Ware, 6th-year grad student from Bismarck, 3rd season now with the Aggies. Played 16 minutes a game off the bench as a freshman on Arizona's national finalist team back in 2021. Try to give the Aggies as many minutes as she can in her final season in college basketball. Another great job by Williams with the assist to Knox.
The 8th assist from Michaela Williams, and that one might have been the prettiest of the game.
8 assists, ties her career high. Pryor with the kick, the 3 is good. Celeste Blow, her first points of the game.
Well, credit Pryor, though. Just a great job of dribble penetration, which pulled Blow's defender, leaving her open in the corner.
Joyner rejected by Ware. Joyner trying again, and a foul's going to be called on Johnny.
In the court, she is seeing the rotations of the defense, just setting her teammates up extremely well.
4 personal fouls on Fats Johnny. So she's out of the game for a while.
Johnny has fouled out twice in SEC action. She's averaged basically a little over 4 fouls a game in the losses for Texas A&M, and just handcuffs Joni Taylor in terms of what she's trying to do on both ends of the floor with John A on the bench.
For Wiley on the floor. Joyner with 9. She averages 10 a game. 7 of the 9 coming here in the 3rd quarter. We've only played 3 minutes of the 3rd. Just about. Ware. Spins, lost the handle. Picked up by Michaela Williams.
Michaela said, I'll take that.
And the
Yes. Michaela said, I'll take that.
I think the ultimate compliment I'm going to give Michaela Williams is she makes hard things look easy. That finish, she made look so simple, and it was really a high degree of difficulty.
Pryor gets it back, gets around for Wiley for 2. 6 points in the quarter for Nye Pryor, 12 in the game. Williams put a lot on that pass. Flauget made the extra pass. See, if we started counting hockey assists, which, yeah, let's do that. Michaela Williams made the long pass. Flauget then had the short pass. That's number
How many-
9 for
yes,
Michaela
9
Williams. It's a
assists
new
for
career
AK
high
now.
for number
Yes,
12.
ma'am.
And I like this smile. This is a confident young lady that knows it's not just about points, it's about putting her team in a position to win. She's been selfless all evening, just looking for the best shot for her team. This time it's in transition, another no look. She sees that the defense is heading the basket. She knows Knox is running down that right side, leads her to the rim.
You think about Williams against Texas in that win. She had 20 points, but she also had 5 steals. She was really good defensively in that game. We're seeing the distribution in this game. Last week or so, we've seen everything that Michaela Williams brings to the table for LSU. Timeouts with 5:21 to go in the third. LSU pulling away.
Oh, you feel
Presented by Regions Bank, official bank of the S.
About to say they could change that picture. We don't want to see
This
no
is
pictures from
part of
Kentucky.
a photo collection
What are they
that
doing?
is going to hang in the photo
We'll take the
gallery
Duke
that Bob
one.
Starkey may decide to open.
I
Can
like
you
that.
explain
These
the message
defenses.
behind these photos, Christy?
Well, there's a
Defense.
defensive player of the game that Bob awards after every game. And it's also, he shows some of these pictures because he has a
He loves
photographer
stance pics.
just focused on the team on defense that he goes through and he'll show them. And it goes back to his mentor, Don Meyer, used to say, it's not what you teach, it's what you emphasize. And so for Bob Starkey, it's always been about defense. And so he is emphasizing defensive stance, contesting shots, making it difficult, the charges, the connectivity, all of it through these pictures. And I mean, I thought it was fabulous, but you're right. This man would go to any museum that has defensive photos in it, and he would probably be there all day.
Here are photos of players in defensive stances in legal guarding position and taking charges. He would stay there. He would look at every detail, read every description.
Well, I asked him, I said, who has the most photos of these good defensive pictures? And he said, Sakiah Johnson. He said, Jada Richard. And he said, Grace Knox. Those three had more than everybody else.
That's a guy who loves defense. Loved his time here in College Station. Spent 9 years as an assistant to Gary Blair. Malaysia with the look away. Goal ball will head to the line. And with that stoppage, we get the under 5 media timeout. It comes with 4:36 to go in the third.
At Texas A&M University, we believe everything
Yeah. Come on. Trade with the dreams. Come on, trade with the dreams. Come on, come on. Y'all know how I do it. Look, where the ladies at? I'm gonna put y'all on something new. Where y'all at?
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back.
Come on. Oh, where my ladies at?
All I can think about is that since I see you last. I know I didn't have to walk away. All I had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. When I told you to fall back, so can you come pick up your clothes?
It seems every waking moment. So for the moment, this is the schedule for Sunday. I have no idea if anything's going to change. I think with how bad the forecast is, something has to change, maybe times or days. I don't know. But right now, we've heard of no changes. So this is what you'll see on the SEC Network coming up on Sunday. Noon in Lexington, 2 at Auburn, 4 in Fayetteville.
Listen, if you're snowed or iced in, there's no better way to spend a Sunday than in front of your TV watching SEC basketball.
Perfect. After today's results, Kentucky is now 4-3 in the SEC. Tennessee 6-0 with a 2-point win over the Wildcats. Mentioned before, and they talked about it at halftime, the Oklahoma win in overtime. The Sooners go 7 for 7 in OT. Leah Chavez had 15 of her 26 in overtime. So Oklahoma with the win over South Carolina. South Carolina will be on ESPN Sunday against undefeated Vanderbilt, who won again tonight. They beat Auburn to improve to 20-0, 6-0 in the SEC.
LSU coming with the full court pressure after that free throw. Spencer, a great job of using a pass fake to get the ball in the middle of the floor. But, Flo, you got to learn you can't put the ball up on top of your head against a trapping team.
Mason, you mad?
So Johnson picks up her first personal.
Goodbye, Mason. Go sit in that loss because you're mad.
Spencer, turnover. Johnson to Full Wiley. Full Wiley hangs and finishes. And a chance for a three-point play.
17 turnovers now for Texas A&M, and once again, LSU converting that into offense. 30 points off turnovers now.
Pryor back on for A&M. Spencer picks up the foul, her first, as she heads to the bench, and here is Malaysia. "19 points, 23 is her season high. She's gone for 24 twice in her career. Once was against LSU while playing for South Carolina.
And LSU and Pryor's on the floor, just going player to player, full court, just trying to wear her down a little bit. When she's out of the game, they're doing more of a trapping, just looking to turn Texas A&M over.
Franchini back to Pryor. 4 on the shot clock. Pryor launches, can't get the 3. And the rebound picked up by Williams to Jada Richard, to Fulwiley. Won't drop. Last touch by A&M, LSU basketball.
I'm going to give Pryor credit for that. I think she forced Fulwiley to alter her shot at the rim.
15 assists for LSU. They've left a couple of assists on the table. Michaela Williams comes up short. Ripped away by Webster. Pryor has 12 to pace A&M. Rebound pulled down by Zakiya Johnson. Fulwiley behind the back will go to the free throw line.
What I liked about that transition for LSU was 2 passes before Fulwiley in the front court even put the ball on the floor. That's how quickly they're pushing pace on offense.
LSU averaging a nation's best 99.6 points a game. They also lead the country in shooting at 53%. Christy talked about the assist totals and the average. Those bench points, high again today, 28 at the moment, averaging just under 43. And Fulwiley, one of those bench players, has 20. 5th time she's gone for 20 this season, 12th time in her career.
The offensive numbers are better for LSU this season, but I think the defense is so much better this year. They're disruptive. They're connected on defense. And as we've seen tonight, they can turn you over and convert quickly into easy scoring opportunities.
Parker hands off to Hilton. Hilton shut off. Steenbergen has knocked down the 3 this half. Gives it up to Pryor. They have enough time here as Richard jogs it across half court, takes a look at the clock. With the dribble, she'll have to throw it up at the buzzer, and that is it for the 3rd quarter. But LSU outscored Texas A&M 37-19 in that 3rd, and they were filling up the highlight reel in quarter 3.
Well, a big part of that highlight reel is Lasia Fulwiley. Active hands, the steal. She doesn't score this time because it's the beautiful layup for Koval.
It take more. Great. I know it take. It take more. Take it back, boy. I know what it take to hold that gold and be the greatest. I know what it take to pull up AMG the latest. I know what it take to keep on going when you hate it. Yeah, I know that it's worth it when you torn and you made it. I know what it take to hold that gold and be the greatest. I know what it take to pull up AMG the latest. I know what it take to keep on going when you hate it. Yeah, I know that it's worth it when you torn and you made it. I know what it take to be the great. I know what it take. Don't hesitate. I know what it take to be the face. I know.
All right, y'all. I just want to say quickly that next game is versus Florida. And if y'all don't know, outside of LSU, I have one other client. Her name is Liv McGill, and she plays at Florida. So that's going to be a really good game. They're coming to the PMAC. The game is at 7 p.m. on Monday. So can't wait to watch. It should be really fun. I have LSU for the dub, of course, but I do think Liv McGill is going to give us 2 handfuls to deal with. But I got our PGs, you know what I mean, taking care of it. But Liv McGill is a baller, y'all. Like, I'm excited to watch our game versus her on Monday.
3 yards. It's been no looks. It's been a lot of offense.
They've turned Texas A&M over 21 times, and they scored 37 points off of those 21 turnovers. And you can see that selfless total with the assists. piling up for LSU. 17 on 29 made field goals.
Well, you've got Michaela Williams with 9 assists, Flau'jae Johnson with 2 assists, for Wiley with 4.
Now, JJ, you know Mama knew.
So we're ready just about for the fourth quarter as LSU looks for
Shout
their
out,
fourth
Mama.
straight victory. Next up, first of 3 straight at the Maravich Center. They'll take on Florida Monday, then Arkansas and Alabama. At the start of this season, they got off to that run of 100-point games, 8 straight to start the season. They're on track for 100 here tonight. They've gone for 100 or more 11 times for Kim Mulkey this season. Aggies with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Johnny, that's off the mark. Johnson pulls down her 6th rebound.
Sorry, Witherspoon out of breaks, out of timeouts. A&M has come out and executed. They just haven't been able to get the ball to fall on offense.
Joyner's getting shots to fall. 4 for 5 from the field. She's got 11 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Hines with the feed. Johnson with the finish.
We get 3 Aggies going up for that offensive rebound. That allowed LSU to get out and run when they secured that rebound.
Here's the thing for LSU. Flau'jae Johnson's their leading scorer on the season with 15 points. That's going to be a foul on Zakiya Johnson. She has 5 points. Michaela Williams, number 3 scorer on this team, 13 points a game. Again, we've talked about the balance for this LSU team. 4 points. They've got 82 on the board with those 2 combining for 9 of the 82. Now, Michaela Williams has set her teammates up with the 9 assists tonight.
Well, Kim Mulkey told us that she had a discussion with Michaela Williams beginning of the season. Like, you've had all the individual awards. The one thing you don't have is a championship. And I think Michaela Williams took that to heart. She's a better defensive player. She doesn't care about points. She cares about winning. And you saw the smiles. I think she's finding great joy in setting her teammates up for easy scoring opportunities.
Good fight by Seydu for the offensive rebound. A second chance here for the Aggies. And a whistle. And an offensive foul is going to be called on the drive by.
Nice charge, Kate.
That's the second time LSU's been able to rotate in and draw a charge time for LSU. But you got to have a director, and that's what Richard is for this ball club.
Off the turnover by LSU prior. Here's Fats on the drive, and she'll go to the free throw line as Knox gets called for the block.
Joni Taylor still teaching her team every dead ball. I mean, we saw it throughout shoot-around today. This team, this coaching staff was coaching every aspect of the game.
Well, this will be their 3rd straight loss to number 7, a team that's now number 5 and still undefeated, by the way, Vanderbilt. Number 4, Texas, and now number 6, LSU. You talked about it earlier. This is one part of the schedule they look at, like, okay, to use her analogy, to steal a little bit, it's going to be the stormiest part of the season. What can they learn from this game? Don't look at the scoreboard, but you've got to try things to build on as you get into games on your schedule. At Mizzou is their next game coming up. That can help you find a way to find your footing in the second half of the season. They haven't played a lot of games. They played fewer non-conference games than any team. This is just their 15th game of the season. So this is still a team that's learning a lot, and they have a lot to learn, frankly.
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, don't beat yourself. And what I mean by that, don't allow your opponent extra possessions, whether it's off of turnovers or second chance opportunities off offensive rebound. It just puts so much pressure on a ball club. It's not like this team can't shoot. It's been highs and lows in terms of their shooting performance. And a lot of it is, if you want to be a good shooter, you got to have short-term memory. You miss one, you got to put it back up. That's why I love Pryor's game. This young lady is fearless, and her shooting percentage would be even better. But how many times have we seen shot clock get skinny, and her teammates have just expected her to do something with the ball in her hands?
Low, off-balance shot won't drop, and Williams has the rebound. That's her 8th rebound tonight. Full Wiley, little off balance. Joyner with the rebound.
So that's one of those quick shots that LSU can get at any time that I think as you get deeper into tournament play, you got to be smarter with those shot selection.
There are things for LSU to learn, even in a one-sided game late here. We're at the media timeout, 4:51 to go in the fourth.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I mean,
Back here at Texas A&M, LSU on their way to their 4th straight win, trying to improve to 18-2 on the season. 5 other games in the SEC tonight, all gone final. Tight one in Knoxville, late steal for Tennessee. They win a low-scoring game against Kentucky. Georgia wins again. Danny Carnegie goes for 31 in their win in Fayetteville. Vanderbilt wins again, 20-0. Michaela Blakes with 20. Aubrey Galvin, 15 points, 10 assists in the Vandy win. Ole Miss, Cody McMahon goes for 33 in a win at Mizzou. And the big one on the night, Oklahoma in overtime. Aaliyah Chavez goes for 26, 15 coming in overtime as 16th ranked Oklahoma takes down 2nd ranked South Carolina. Lost out of bounds by LSU out of the timeout. It'll be Texas A&M basketball.
That would have been another assist for Michaela Williams. She delivered it right there for Knox.
She's hanging on 9 right now, so the double-digit assist watch is on. Before we get too far away from it, any big takeaways from tonight's scores outside of the games played in College Station?
I think Georgia's finding their rhythm right now. I mean, as long as Carnegie can show up and put up those kind of points, they're dangerous every night. Vanderbilt's just doing Vandy things right now and really impressed with it. You know, it's what we all thought, Vanderbilt to be one of the final 2 undefeated teams in the SEC.
2 undefeated teams, UConn and Vanderbilt.
Nothing. Oklahoma score does not surprise me. We know the talent on that Oklahoma roster. Hats off to them to stay the course, especially in overtime, and beat South Carolina. I think a lot of people on the outside make way too much to do with certain losses. This is a gauntlet of a league. You're going to have losses because The talent is there. And it's about matchups in this conference. And hats off to Jenny Baranczyk to get her team.
The advantage is 40. Also, a big determining factor is making baskets. And when you go 7 for 7 from the field, like Oklahoma did in overtime, I'm no expert, but that's a winning formula.
That's good math.
Inside of 4 to play, Pryor. Kent, she'll try a 3. Can't get it, knocked out of bounds. It'll be LSU.
Y'all have to stop doubting Kim Mulkey's ability to see talent, recognize talent, and develop talent. If there's talent that left LSU,
had a really good game.
You know what I mean?
In Austin against Texas on Sunday.
Sometimes we don't be losing out on what y'all think we losing out on.
So much up for the Aggies
because,
So you saw 5 new players on the floor for LSU, but they've all been on the floor already tonight. So if the night's done for Malaysia Fulwiley, she finishes with 23 points on 8 of 13 shooting and added 4 assists.
And that's going to be Pastrana's 5th foul.
So Fats heads to the bench. 14 points, 6 rebounds for her tonight. Koval at the line to shoot a couple. Williams, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists for Michaela. Maya Joyner, double-double, 11 points, 11 boards. Her 6th double-double with LSU, the 47th of her career. LSU with 91, the most ever. It is now the 41st meeting in the series. Pryor can't hit. I think back to last year's game. It was a tight one. Tigers ended up pulling away late. It was a 2-point game in the 4th quarter, but that was the game when Aisha Coulibaly, best player for Texas A&M, suffered a season-ending injury, ACL injury. And that was just the thread that got pulled on A&M, and they just couldn't recover after that because she did so much for them.
Well, Texas A&M started this game strong. Defensive, they were connected, they were disruptive, they made some shots. And then as we've seen from LSU, the last couple of games, they settled in offensively and then just were off and running.
Johnson on the pass expected Burridge to keep on moving, but Burridge slammed on the brakes.
Let's go,
Kim Mulkey
ladies.
was last touched by A&M. I'm sorry, Christy.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kim Mulkey's coaching up her freshman Burridge.
Ooh.
Like in transition, you don't just stop like that. You continue with the cut to the rim.
Koval with the pass. Gets it back. Flips it in for 2.
Nice bucket. Divine learning, y'all. Divine to be okay.
Koval 1 of 5 in double figures tonight for LSU. She's got 12.
LSU be taking over everybody gym, bro. Y'all hear the LSU chants?
I don't know if LSU will get to 100, but
now I
is
really
there
want
with
us to get to
2:03 to go
100.
and possession. Tonight, Pryor heads to the bench. You would think she's done for the night. Team high, 13 points. John A with the team high 14. Pryor, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists tonight.
And Zakiya Williams playing the 3 now for LSU. They're going with a double low post there. Really big lineup against Texas A&M.
I love how
Yarnovich will head to the free throw line to shoot a couple for
Come on,
LSU.
Meg.
So the last 3 games for the Tigers heading into today. Wins. This will make it 4 straight, as they'll go to 4-2 on the season. Bench loves it.
Mag money from the line.
Yarnovich on the board with her first two.
We had LSU in November.
Divine got her
Yarnovich is
strapped.
definitely
Divine was right
the
with
favorite
her.
among her teammates, and nothing has changed.
Kent was fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Well,
I remember Kim Mulkey said in November about this team, no drama, high IQ, they pick things up quickly. He said, still checking those boxes, and she said, still checking those boxes. She likes this group.
She likes their physicality. She likes the depth that she has this year, and nothing has changed. If anything, they just continue. I think the defense is better. It continues to.
Burridge, Mulkey coaching after the whistle
Good
here,
game.
but not much to find fault with here today with LSU.
LSU came ready to play. They were disruptive on defense, and as we said, 22 assists.
Of course,
on the
we'll
night.
take 98 points.
23 points for my
And a
Legion
win
for
in the
Wally,
SEC.
11 assists for Michaela
No, I
Williams
don't
to
think
win
we
for
sold out
LSU.
Texas A&M. I didn't see them
Christy,
announce
Dr.
that.
Eric Frede, so long from College Station.
Thanks, guys. Welcome into our SEC Now studios.
Well,
we have a full
got
30-minute
done.
show coming
Handled
your way in
business,
just
y'all.
a couple of minutes at the
Dubs
top of
in
the
the
hour. But
chat.
right now, let's get
Gotta
a
love
preview
handling
of what's
business
coming
in the
up on that
SEC. Every
SEC
single
now.
night,
LSU,
no matter
absolute
what team it
domination,
is.
but it's not even close to being the best thing we saw today. No offense to LSU, it was impressive, but this was a big night. Now, what comes to mind if you had to pick one thing that impressed you the most?
There's two games that went down to the wire. Yeah, Tennessee and Kentucky, and then you had Oklahoma and South Carolina, and those are four heavy hitters right there, and they got.
You're
after it.
welcome.
Freshman
Always my
explosion.
pleasure. I will see you
A lot of
guys
good
on
freshman
Monday.
performances tonight. And that's hard. 5-6 games into this, you're kind of starting to hit that 200-300 minute play.
Well, I don't think they're going to talk about LSU, so I just want to say I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Nice day in women's basketball. Nice day in the SEC. LSU wins. Notre Dame wins. Tennessee won. Some good teams won today. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of y'all night. It's always my pleasure to stream. If you liked watching the game with us here today, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications bell. We will be back on Monday the 26th for LSU versus Florida, back home in the PMAC finally. Have a great night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and LSU dub. Let's play our LSU win video real quick. Good night, y'all.